This is a question that almost every new lifter asks, which is, should I take creatine or not? Creatine is one of the most highly researched and effective supplements in weightlifting. It's probably the most widely used as well in the weightlifting community. And if you're watching this, I'm guessing you're one of two people. Either you're a new lifter that wants to know if they should take creatine to support their journey, or you are a lifter that's already on creatine and you want to know if you should continue it or if you should discontinue it, and if you'll lose any of your progress doing so. So first of all, let's talk about how creatine works and what the benefits are. So creatine increases something called phosphocreatine storage within the muscle, which basically allows for fast regeneration of something called ATP, which is the primary energy molecule involved in short, intensive bursts of activity, which is weightlifting, right? You get improved strength and power output, which is, of course, the short-term gains effect, but it also boosts muscle growth and recovery by increasing protein synthesis and raising levels of growth hormone. So that's good for long-term gains and the acceleration of muscle growth. Obviously, the benefit that everyone knows about is that it improves your muscle volume, the size of your muscles, by drawing water into the muscle cells, right? And standard dose is 3 to 5 grams per day. I go over all of this, by the way, in my full program, which is the top link in the description. If you're into building an aesthetic body and you're into investing in yourself, then you benefit a lot just from going over there and checking out that page and reading what it has to offer. It's got so much. It's got all of my knowledge on lifting and building an aesthetic physique, and I can't possibly put that level of detail or instruction into any one of these videos. So yeah, you'll benefit a lot just from clicking the link, checking it out, and then you can come back here if it doesn't seem like it's for you. I think that a more important question than should I take creatine is, do I need creatine? And the answer to that is absolutely not. You don't need any supplement for weightlifting, whatever it is. And anyone who tells you otherwise is lying to you and probably wants to sell you a supplement. Creatine is not necessary for making gains. It could be beneficial for you though. And so what we want to do is find out if this is something that you should take to accelerate your lifting journey. And the reason that taking creatine isn't just a no-brainer is that there are downsides to taking it. And a lot of them are physiological issues. Most common is stomach issues and nausea, muscle cramps, and some dehydration risks, obviously, because it's drawing water into the muscles, and so you're going to need to drink more water. I don't take it because of these reasons. I have an extreme, I don't know if it's almost a psychological aversion to it, where whenever I drink it, my body feels weird and I feel sick for the next couple of hours, like very, very sick, and my workout is completely ruined. So I don't take creatine at all, and I've never really seen a huge increase in gains for me when I do take it. So I don't take it. And so if you're considering not taking creatine, then I completely understand. Or if you tried it before and you have these kind of reactions, just know I have also had those reactions. It's normal. There's a certain percentage of people that feel that, and you don't have to take creatine, right? So that's the reason that this question is not a no-brainer. There's a lot of benefits and upsides to creatine. There's also a lot of downsides. And another downside that people think is associated with creatine is that I'm going to lose my gains after I stop taking it. And that isn't true. So you may lose a few pounds of weight because all of that water is not being drawn into your muscles and retained by the muscles, but you won't lose your progress. All of that hypertrophy, all of that, the muscle tearing and regrowth, it's all going to stick around. This is why it's such a popular supplement, because it improves somewhat long-term results, and you don't lose it when you stop taking the supplement. So now all this stuff sounds good on paper though, but it might not be applicable to you. The results, the effectiveness of creatine depends on you, kind of how it depends on the person who takes the creatine, whether they'll experience those negative side effects or not. So you may find that creatine is incredible and it gets you extremely jacked. Fair enough. Go ahead and take it. But you might also find that you don't really notice a huge difference after the bit of water retention in your muscles. You know, you might see, okay, I've got a few more pounds of weight now, my muscles look a little bit bigger, but I'm not pushing any more weight, and I don't seem to be progressively overloading any harder. In the long term, it doesn't really matter whether you take it or not. And I know that's kind of a sucky answer, but it's true. I've spoken to a lot of extremely jacked lifters, and all of them that aren't on steroids don't seem to have a consistent answer as to whether creatine really helped them or not. They don't attribute creatine as the thing that got them their gains, right? There's some of them that go, oh yeah, I take creatine all the time. And then there are some of them that go, I don't really take creatine. Or I've taken it before, but I didn't really see that much progress, and so I'm not taking it anymore. So if you're the kind of person that decides to not take creatine, just don't worry. It doesn't really matter. I know that's very vague, but basically, I want you to try it because I'm pro trying things. And if there are downsides, or you really don't feel like it's effective, then just don't take it. But if there are benefits, and it improves your lifter journey, and it proves to be a reliable ally in your journey to getting an aesthetic physique, then just take it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I know it's very it's a very vague answer, but it's like with most things with supplements, it's not a super big deal in the long run whether you take them or not. It's really up to the person and what feels best for them to add to their routine and their supplement stack. So thank you for watching. If you got value from this video, there's something you can do which is a win-win for both of us, which is to go down and click the subscribe button. I win because I got a new subscriber, and you win because every time every time I have a new insight, learn something new, try something new, then I can make a video about it and directly give you value through this screen. So thank you. Bye.